Yes, come at me.
Menya sure say nipa dodo na no enyima agency e bedru 2025 na ye nominate 30 players or Ballon d'Or e boss called McTominay.
Italian football of the year.
Yeah. And no deserve wa born home day. Na me hwe list ni nyina na ken. Me nim se kwaku ni bi giba be rempa. Me ya for Caicedo.
Moises Caicedo me body no ni diamo.
Me wan pa. Me jitu mu say Chelsea eba Europa o man compete at the highest level so mo Champions League. Na Chelsea bo UEFA Conference League. Nemum players bebre omo list ni ma omo bo UEFA Champions League na se fonya na omo nye better than Caicedo. Me wan for Caicedo.
Moises Caicedo.
Yes.
Caicedo is a go you wan Joshua Kemichi mo.
There be onim.
Onim okay. Omo mama me Caicedo Kemichi mo me wan.
Say obi ti say Enzo Susu ambem.
Enzo Fernandez Susu ambem.
Kukureya ambem. Kuku. By personally personally Caicedo die.
Caicedo Enzo Fernandez. But mo ina think say Makukureya dey be be so.
Me wan kakra. Me wan kakra.
Nti for na for na Jefa.
Even krano say enya agro pan ye kapani ye fair. Obi ti say Ryan Gravenberch. Enya ni position power by her performance or the man Liverpool.
So for me say fall and bet Declan Rice deserve Fabian Russo so deserve.
Like Caicedo dey king, na Caicedo dey no so bem.
Okay.
Caicedo dey no so bem.
Caicedo.
Yes.
Enzo Fernandez and Makukureya.
Yes. What dey anya hwe kra Caicedo dey. King. Nanka was so bem. Ntu dey binim say kwaku ni bi giba be wura Ballon d'Or ni.
Na just say ko pa ma pra obam no say nya Club World Cup na come. Say na Conference League ni for
by say Club World Cup no so Caicedo perform very well. Intermediate Caicedo a wan bem no dey ken me na ye me won pa. Ken ma me wura transfers nim na
as a Kemichi mo.
Chemical mo. Okay, no. Ken can't mame Benjamin Sesko. After finally Manchester United and Saka player. Anopei ana Alves Basanovic. Ono ana ye agent Edema Benjamin Sesko. Ekopie mo Leipzig aso ye. Leipzig aka kire Benjamin Sesko. Obetima fly okoye ne medicals Edema Manchester United. Benjamin Sesko Manchester United done. Or ye Manchester United a player. Till 2030 Manchester to 56.5 million euros. Add-ons no 8.5 million euros. Leipzig for a clear Benjamin Sesko. And then we say Obetima fly acquire the medicals at the Manchester United. And Benjamin Sesko a Manchester United player. Or make BSC. Where we or fly akopiem or Manchester. Or acquire the medicals at the Manchester United. So at long last, the battle has ended. Manchester United every ni Benjamin Sesko. Why a Manchester player? Okay. And no. Yes, confirm. Why a Manchester United player? Ken, our Manchester wa say no me be catch say AC Milan for at the loan offer. Echo Manchester United say or more pay Rasmus Højlund. I'm a Manchester United for I reject sa loan deal no. Say loan ni die omonje. Na AC Milan for penny permanent deal on befa. Some penny loan so a was a year obligation to buy. AC Milan for impany for akopiem e Manchester office. Omo Manchester United for kushia nyame ya adoma echina. AC Milan kushia Manchester for omo ko convince Manchester United for Rasmus Højlund. Manchester the omo decide say Benjamin Sesko ba. E was say omo pe baabi no omo de Rasmus Højlund eba. Enti enu story na ye be ye say AC the loan offer akọ Manchester no ene ye betima confirm say AC Milan for officials akopie mu England omo koshia Manchester United for Rasmus Højlund. Yes. Okopiem ewo Liverpool on say enra nwumre ne enanope kra be ye bi say in case say Liverpool for ekofa Bradley Barcola omo shase omo interest Liverpool for listening for new forward no. The other number A, Isaac. B, Bradley Barcola. And C, Rodrigo.
No, say plan C name. Rodrigo Liverpool.
yes, as it stands now.
Bakula
Ababe sign ho. Now Liverpool for decided say so kofa Bakula. Every team a friend say PSG. PSG for so decided say Bakula replacement in case say PSG a Liverpool for Bakula. PSG for decided say Bakula so replacement ebe Rodrigo.
Okay.
And he say Liverpool for timi kofa Bradley Bakula. PSG decided say almost so ba kofa Rodrigo e dey free Real Madrid bobuko no. Enti cha merry go round na ebe koso.
Liverpool for me sa kwa na bobo ngomo ha. Se so no na ye hwe so bobo.
Say crowd omo main target ni Isaac. But Isaac number so a na ombeko for Bradley Bakula. Yeah. Ana PSG for so decided say Bradley Bakula so kwa no so akwa for Rodrigo enne kakra free oba. Ken na no ye sabedi nkomo say Arsenal person mo ton two players at the time our transfer committee ni tenase no. Trossard ana Gabriel Martinelli. Enti omo de to Arteta nim say Trossard nie Gabriel Martinelli nie. Why na o pese ye ton no? Na nhwehwemu ni beto dwa say according to Arteta no or say between these two players ni de was otena no. Ankonya ye ono de Gabriel Martinelli no pese otena. Enti so mbeton player ba ko mpokra na was say Trossard. Keno nim say Crystal Palace for so eso mo Trossard. Crystal Palace eso mo Trossard. Eno ana Arsenal for say we dey attach yate de ne. Semo Crystal Palace mo se mo Trossard dia. Yesusu ye pebereche ezi. Enti ene mo me yemfa kakra nka ho ne yema meje.
Omo de send be ka Trossard ho akodi ezi.
Oh be 25 bi.
Be 25.
No mo de aka ho.
Okay.
Enti they say Crystal Palace for so aba say omo Trossard. Ana Arsenal for say we die. Atabi yate de ne. Enti ene mo yemfa sika kakra nka ho. Ne yemfa ma meje ebereche ezi. Already Ebereche Eze aka check Crystal Palace say before say Sunday on bebo community show no Crystal Palace for enkle in the future on say oh yeah story be say Levi Cole Prano ama you say pressure about Chelsea so and based on story now you say a crowd ball voice ni say no you say in case as a Chelsea Levi Cole omuko trascan na ba na obetina fie ache pana Chelsea ba akotans ebe akosan center back Mensaka two center backs on me possible so meet my Chelsea.
Okay.
In case Levi Cole April near Kessia. Magay of Crystal Palace din ewum. Now player with the very Chelsea for Lucas Beraldo of PSG.
Oh, that's a Beraldo in the man designer.
Oh, King Lucas Beraldo dear.
That's a Beraldo ne Tozan Mone and your pay.
David Lucas Beraldo dear David.
Oh. Tozan ya de
Beraldo. Look.
Oh, na say Chelsea dey time for far.
Beraldo no a time bomb. Obebo ball na by mistake bi obeye no yem say dey be si ahyew no. So in case Levi Cole was can never banner report never banner obetina fiacha. Two center backs are assistants now with the about Chelsea listing so no. Magay and Lucas Beraldo of PSG. Oko Barcelona, on say Barcelona e wo 4 goalkeepers assistants now. Goalkeepers 4 now Barcelona wono omo Juan Garcia. Omo Ter Stegen, Inaki Peña and Szczęsny. Sa 4 goalkeepers no assistants now. Marc-André Ter Stegen there. Barca for nkra mpeso behu nani. E wasa Barca ton goalkeeper baako. Me no ka say Cesc Fabregas aka kire komu mpanyifo say omo nkofa Inaki Peña enfambra komu. Cesc Fabregas or a former player at the Barcelona. Waka kire komu mpanyifo say goalkeeper your friend say Inaki Peña e Barcelona. Omo nkofa nembra Italian Serie A. No meda post nim enfama komu bobuku no. Barca for you ready to negotiate. On say Inaki Peña contract able 2026. Se Barca timi ton Inaki Peña. Omo wage bill no omo free 3.6 million euros also. Inaki Peña eje 3.6 million euros a year. Enti komo for aba for Inaki Peña. Na ken transfers no aha say ana Carlos Baliba de ne yede sha ase. Na for the Manchester United supporters ni si o mu de bia mo bom trim na ye transfers. Ba na mum transfers headquarters here. Ye can na ba beto ho. Ye de betu dwa na no say Carlos Baliba Manchester United for akonwa me abo Manchester United £100 million. Obi bi o follow ye bia no enim sa story we. Na eye Ruben Amorim me ba ma story ni pa Ruben Amorim and ka say ope a midfielder or dynamic. Initially Ruben Amorim e suggest a player wo Portugal. And Manchester United for paying for say there. And what say omo players also omo for especially on FIFA what say oyi obi a or the Premier League na say. na otutu nani no ana omo ka say ne ono anankasa enkokope play o Premier League obetima beboa no ana Ruben Amorim koka say ene Carlos Baliba ebetima ba beboa no so Manchester United omo technical team netina ase no mbusa Ruben Amorim say e die nti na wo ka say Carlos Baliba na ba Manchester United obetima boa project no and based on the stories and the sources no breaking news no omo say Ruben Amorim etimi convince Manchester United in penny for say ne midfield na say so wo say no Bruno Fernandes enye typical defensive oriented Casemiro esusu yo obi a age any inside into ntimi encounter say obuild team around Casemiro then Manuel Ugarte susu obi a onye too comfortable with the ball the technical ability ni so enti ade kronti onu Ruben Amorim epe Baliba na say opo obi a physically oye strong or this still beba the technical ability enti ope abrante efe ni say eye Baliba and Manchester United in paying 40 as so Manchester for contacting intermediaries for and omudi kan ko hu Carlos Baliba and the representatives and omudi offer ne to omeni Carlos Baliba and the representatives agi to mu say omo okay with Manchester dia kan ye say Manchester ne eye Brighton ba ko wi and na intermediaries ne say ko hu Brighton and Brighton for say on bet £100 million 90 plus 10 and omo say we dey wosoro and Brighton for say omo koto ni free Lille omo tuya 27 million euros add-ons 3 Emma ni koye 30 and when the contract nim say Brighton e turn a Lille for benya 15% sale on clause and to win this kaki to bia yes Lille e 15% sale on clause
100 million for
yes and Manchester United so e ka say omo value boy no 60 plus 10 and they say e trend e ba kwa kosie Newcastle for the 50 million euros e call Real Madrid for Brahim Diaz Newcastle at the 50 million euros e call Real Madrid Brahim Diaz Brahim Diaz be renew the contract to Real Madrid. Madrid form person omo beton. Claudio Echeverri eneso so Man City asa reject bid from Roma. Roma esa the loan ekoye. Loan no omo de mandatory purchase 33 million euros ashim and a buyback clause. Man City say enoso so omo nje. Deco esia Raul Veldo and ye agent edema Mark Bernard. And a Mark Bernard nia Tony Bernard. Oma catch the Mark Bernard say Ombema the contract renewal. Omo nton Mark Bernard. Enti ken esisi so say Barcelona say Ombema Mark Bernard contract renewal. Gavi e operate the same rules see. Frankie Dion be renew. Enti CCC no anhwe ya.
Omaton Casado.
Na Mark Casado eti kanti ken. Ensem ne die.
Wow, Mark Casado.
Na mame for we so enfama Anthony ene Benfica nkomo na ahyasie.
Anthony ne
Benfica nkomo no ahyasie. Donnarumma PSG for aka chain say omuntimi en accept ne de no either so obetina and ombeton no no less than 30 million euros.
Kemi da say na momento aso enfefe baby akwa me wie no. Na minra Ballon d'Or no mo kakra ma menchi a wochi e wodun kwa no fin. Na it is important that we note in Yeme before the Ballon d'Or argument starts. Enkane na Ballon d'Or no na ye calendar year January e kopim December. Say until 2022 more baby na they started insisting a seasonal into a Australia performance from August up to July. Now, previous years, the emphasis on your performance on your league title any Champions League basically. Because Champions League in the not to say Umbo Conference League I won't count, not to say Umbo Europa League I won't count, but normally Umbo Champions League yana emphasis no hobby bree. Patronti I say okay. Inti afi ebeso sankakra because weight of the Club World Cup no previously now your bottom one keke, but this time around the weight of the Club World Cup will also play major role. Inti enkane Club World Cup ni boshem keke. Inti ya discussions the crown yefa who deserves the Ballon d'Or. Ya discussions are the Obeji Club World Cup ni catch one keke. But this time around that you're born as tournaments in the day. A major part of the argument. Sanyasa in the Copama arguments won't even come up at all. Because we are all aware, say, Copama, leg, yansha de huni bebrisa. Conference ne kakra bi, but no crane won't be fun because Europa for crying young Mabini Abeka conference. But he did well in the Club World Cup. In say the Club World Cup no swab account. Let's build the foundation first before we go into details. Send a one kasa sumesina was so big and then one be. Now, French football for the central for now they bet you so almost 30 place. Almost like quite last jury no. And on best select so almost 30 place. Almost they are brave. Now, what's next? They say 100 journalists in the FIFA top 100. And on Betomsa Ghana, the last time I checked, you were 76 more baby. So we will vote. Ni akotwaba. Omutuabe we are not for who will be the number 1, who will be the number 2, who will be number 3. It is a say and come on a say the 30 players now French football afe. Within August last year, a copy of July last month ye. Those 30 players that you see, do they deserve it? That is where the whole argument is working. It is a say, no. You share leg titru. Obo EFL Cup, Uber FA Cup, Nina in place but the major ones leg, Champions League, Club World Cup, Europa Kahun Conference Kahun, but we see the major ones. If I'll get the full list, now you're rolling in among Komokakra. Now, Mene kofo bebre ya again some of the list ni bi wo ho a me hu ye me yemu sheme. Ibi wo ho a I was expecting their names in, I did not see it. Until up to now I'm trying to figure out say in Central Forum of French football no, how did they come out with some of the names? Because look, me one player I did not see that got me disappointed. Julian Alvarez of Atletico Madrid. Master boy now born season a chemu no. Esan so more bomb Madrid or bomb Barcelona and Casefo no said anka went cool. Master, the guy produced 29 goals, 8 assists. Say a Champions League in a crowd film in the round of 16. I think he had about 7 goals in the Champions League. Lagos share 17. The numbers nifri what do when the guy played very well. But and then he's not part. It looks like a lot of people are not even talking about him. Okay. Criteria now must say in Central for Babetu Abano and Sheni. And one wouldn't be very much interested in the Ballon d'Or. And now, individual and can say individual performance, team performance, near can try. Say individual performance, no matter how much you individual performance. Now, first of all, the main one is your individual performance, and you can want some. 2, your performance needs to be decisive in games. 3, your individually, Nankasa, you need to have a proper character. So that is how they describe it. The really about with team performance, class and fair play. It's say yes, I want to ask, say. Players beat his Juice Conde, me who was squad anymore. I did not see Caicedo a good shout because here, say Caicedo no Bruno Fernandes come on, the same kind of argument. Now listen to me very well. Ubo League, Ubo Conference League, Ubo League, Ubo Europa Cup on Kwa. Ayana a nipa yebe Ballon, yebe say okay, we are part of the Ballon d'Or. Ayana or from League. Conference League, Europa Cup, our form. Sir, Bruno Fernandes, one more Conference League, okay? He played in the Europa Cup. One year, name on top scorers or you made for that on an top scorer. He played very well. He had a good season. But Bruno Fernandes' problem when you know, on squad, you know, didn't kind. He was doing well individually, but what about the team performance? Or did the team the 15th? But what in commander mini would say? So already the first criteria I understand Areno because baby I want one Champions League Areno. He's going to enter the top 30 with the Europa Cup. So the Europa Cup with this second, top scorer, no more problem. No more leg, you know. You cannot play well and take your team all the way to the 15th in the league. It's the Moises Caicedo me feel say now also woman kakrane say I understand the conference league no form in Europa, but sir Club World Cup no na Chelsea players say advantage of those players that played in the Champions League and even in the Europa Cup, because say Club World Cup no and elevated Chelsea players it's the same Club World Cup and the Copa me room there. I think say Moises Caicedo also deserves it. Because Chelsea best players this season means Roman can me cry me see me from Moises Caicedo Jaco Palmer. That's what it is. I don't understand them. Me Alexis McAllister was squad okay. Me McAllister Gravenberch played well than him. Gravenberch played well than him. City, if that is the argument, no problem, because at the end of the day, on one eye almost squad. Me say about Ronaldo din. Ronaldo assembly me ko kasisi ya we you be change o me mia me consisi ya ken me pamcho na me try so cry so Ronaldo share 43 goals 5 assists, so that's like 48 goal involvement in 50 games 48 goal involvement. Team you onyam ho abotre Nations League no why Nigeria Portugal. Ronaldo semi-finals or Sesko and I want Sesko. Me pachoti. Semi-finals against Germany. Ronaldo scored in the semi-final. Adelaide. In the final, Oceana Wanshe. Nations League. Who the top scorer? Ronaldo. He was the top scorer. He was the top scorer in the Nations League. Or semi-final goal, final goal on Nigeria. But baby, I want to know. Hey, me Caspasa, me coming me say Messi and what this number no J. BB trophy be say and Kobe well listed on J about first 30 Kobe count. I'm telling you this, but Ronaldo baby original and on no hano. And someone can't find Ballon d'Or for no more confident in she would die. So they be all sorry I would do a matter. Into a more confident in she.
So Ronaldo say Sa was no and your papa.
Now we BBC better than that. Yeah, the Odin account. Okay.
And I said one no.
Say
Obi awarded the workers and your papa.
Oh, and no crazy, so they will not even consider him.
Madrid for some don't play account this way.
Madrid they don't play sack. So man call last year. Now me cry on the king. Even in Julian Alvarez won a bobo last year. Man kasa na listen man who plays in the whole baby. Jude Bellingham. With all due respect, did Jude Bellingham play well last year as compared to those players that are out of the squad? Well, anyway, here, Copa Trophy, no, a different from Golden Boy. Golden Boy, a two-toe sports for a Italian for an a two-toe sports Golden Boy, no, oje ba kwa wintimi sanso njibio. But what is though ni nyina under 21. Into Golden Boy in the but Golden Boy in the name and no the Golden Boy 2003 Van de Vaart edgy but copy a now no more started into I say an for a confusing with the two copy the last time the man Lamine and Lamine is sound super view into but the main when you buy Lamine e be a desire doy omumienu ne be prepare, but that is where the argument is going to be. Salamin and Jehanoa a bed deep because one year trophies ni me no opening in Abebono. Ken, me body I can fast. Nico pass. Kwame. Hey, me sure say Madrid would want to do business again with Komofo. Adia Komo aye me wawa. Because what about top boy any 6 million if you Madrid in sim and 50% Madrid is sell on. Okay. And now we are come for Barca. On person mo top 50% in the back. Now acquire total. Next match boy ni na. They were giving Madrid 6 million po. Into so much 6 million or top boy any 12 million. Meanwhile, Tottenham are back for this boy. What's the value in 70 million? Now we are Madrid that would next obey. Meanwhile, Nkomana me do what to the mention na say. Or Beji boy in total 6 plus 6 9 12 million. No I could charm at Tottenham 70. Now when Madrid do business is here, we are be or no be. Now the easy way out, they say Madrid can tell Tottenham to wait next season. Obey you 10 million. Oh, you 10 million or Tottenham craft 40 million. Now Madrid then fast so. It makes a lot of sense. Gonzalo Arriba, Mamina or no Madrid in no. December no mofano. Eye Danny Caballal. And then recommending the man Madrid. That time no. Papa ne se friend the press ne place ni pray pradodo. And Danny Caballal say mami way or you be a was specializing in the game na or shana we obi o pray pa and then Danny Caballal nkwa no or place bebre o spend. Inti otimi show say enya football no boni pray bi enyane a wudi ne kawo ne ma wo pray. So you expect. And I'm kofa ni ba December. And why you adwuma major it is okay if you want to sack him, no problem. But Ekwan Mofa so any and Kylian Mbappe what did here? Please. If Madrid want to change his medical staff, no problem. But this woman or your experts and proper one. Come me pamucho Chelsea. Pacho kind number way, mama. Trevor Chalobah, Tosin Aderabeayo, Josh Champon, Wesley Fofana, Joro Hato, Levi Cowell, Bedi Ashel, Aaron Saminho, Disasi, Renato Viega, and yet 10 centre backs. And yes, 10 centre backs na Mabu Budi. Centre backs Marco 10. And the Levi Cowell, most of Chelsea Sankoto centre back Foforo. Centre backs on 10.
I'm going to sample for Flabba.
No. Please, okay, two.
You know, first man.
The right opportunity to give Jaro had 2 opportunities for him to play.
I had to me boy, yeah, to me boy.
Oh, I left footed. Ni profile need to say Levi call with Pepe Po.
Scout. World champions. Mr. Why? Scout. This is from America by Inche. And I Kwame. Say world champions, Scout.
Nti still na Santo Yanto Bingum na. Because minimum say 10 centre backs them bo mudi. About 4 of them they guaranteed they would leave the team. But still now, because Levi Cole is not going to stay for the whole year. Acha bear 6 months, he's going to be back. Any cross Acha because we are waiting for the doctors. But quarter crown 4, 5, 6 months, he's back. So what is the problem? Going to buy another centre back unless say maybe a Chalobah money dear bear about 6 out of the 10 I mentioned. Chelsea were plans of letting them go because Magay, you know, Ken or you'll be a or bar won't me finance now bench you. Imagine say Chelsea goes in the market but buys Magay. Now the Liverpool with quarter 9. These are all English international. Finally, Ter Stegen, his captain, has been taken.
Yeah, first you, me say, not big game.
Capito.
This is only Capito game. Big game, kakra. But Mr. Mo, you bet me, and I say, I'm going to say ABC games, you know, draw no enche. But also see here. Now you have 3 letters from A to Z. They were far, and I say, oh dear, oh mombe winning. The other letters about C B never. K nebeba, E nebeba, F nebeba. Yenim komo.
Ballon d'Or coaches are on my bomb homodin we as a when it comes to the coaches aspect there. Menya sure say Obini Luis Enrique be pre.
Hey, Enzo Maresca be catch us about 2 big trophies.
Osa share the final.
Enzo Maresca.
Yeah.
Obata say what 2 trophies.
Yes.
Osa share the final.
Yes. Yes.
So what to.
Biani obi mpre.
Yes.
So what to.
I am a dessert sound common album. I am going to go for Luis Enrique. But I am happy for Enzo Maresca.
Nti untimi nka say obi ntimi no compete.
Ken
Because kasa Enzo Maresca ti we be hanu pa. Bon centre.
Pa show.
Ken Adjumana Luis Enrique here or Paris Saint-Germain. I am saying Obiano didn't compete because he did the unthinkable the year under review. So her Paris Saint-Germain Bobo Noa. And your Bobo when it comes to the Champions League. Say Baba Champions League na Nkasano. Since the inception of Paris Saint-Germain, there is no coach. What me Champions League ni bida. Uye no ni free one ma. France mine kakra na eda hono no. There is no team in France. No na team the continental treble da. Obianye bida. Not even those giants are not in the past. Omo boss the French League Olympic Lyonnais any Marseille. Not even these teams the team yes are there. And these things are coach F.N. Luis Enrique here, you know. He did the unthinkable And me feel say, no, a placing above all the other coaches when it comes to the best coach of the season or Ballon d'Or him. But at the end of the time, I'm happy for Enzo Maresca and say, Ken, Enzo Maresca had never taken a main team job. Say on only Baba front runner as a coach. No headed team be in a major league, a big league, to say the English Premier League. You know Enzo Maresca no your assistant. And the Pep Guardiola. And no Cocofa Leicester City team no. Lower division, championship, and no boy and no qualifier. It will qualify by top flight in no. And a Chelsea Cocofa no. Chelsea are not saying in the past. Chelsea is cannot offer coach. Chelsea fan manager or ye established or ye big. And the Chelsea be kwa fan Antonio Conte the naba. Chelsea be kwa big coaches. Carlo Ancelotti nom, Jose Mourinho nom. These were the coaches and not Chelsea first kakokoto. Edeba. Now for Chelsea kwa coach. A manager on handle club bia or top flight football muda. And a Chelsea kwa naba. So a lot of the Chelsea supporters are dear friends say GDA pa. No money be papa ni mu. Papa ne buy. Obi at in China or he. Nipa you ni. But you have to come and prove a point to everybody. Say you are a good manager. I'll bet me a boy man yema konkama club no. You share English Premier League in Ase. The first game it was against Manchester City. It was Stamford Bridge. No, I tell you that Manchester City bobo kuna baba be 2-0. Then the doubters start. Say you can't say on yadi. You can't say Juma no ntimi ye. You can't say omoaye. Now man for shall see omo kasa. The next game he wins. No akwa share Wolves after that game. Now if you want 2 matches on the trot. Now draw say bem. Now loss say bem. At a point. Now papa na bono home early December. Premier League no na that show. I feel na GDA ne chance say eba. A lot of the supporters felt say baby oba be do there. Chelsea betimi age the Premier League mpo e dey free obi ansem. Shine na niam ekọ. Late December era January mu na chance yesesa. No about draws mienu, lose matches mienu out of 4 consecutive Premier League games. Now man for shall say kasabiem. Na GDA na sans what take off from. But in all these problems papa ne firm o make sure so be keep the focus. No why Chelsea team ne wan juma consistently. Na baby say so the team ko koduru no. What me the team no akwa koduru. Ye both season ni wie no. Na Chelsea about be the 4th na Premier League table no so. Now they are going into the Club World Cup. Conference League require na man from fan count nipa rating count because that is not the Chelsea level and standard. You work Club World Cup ni huge expectations. Again a papa de baba be because the pair. So the default for Premier League mu now the Conference League prove to the world. Say akesifoni nyina kwa akohia no betumi aye bibi. E honom no surprise you bia. And o je Club World Cup no. Until today after 1 year a coach na nipa ni gidie wonimu. A coach na man for doubting it so much because onye adwuma or top flight league bia mu da. Na obefa a club like Chelsea with huge expectations. Na enne ye ka coaches e wiase obobo omo homoden in the just ended season. Na yetimi boldin e de ka ho a. O se fata abaso bo bia we wiase. And that is why I'm saying the papa and friend is Enzo Maresca. I am extremely happy for the man. And this particular nomination, a motivation for him to see the na baba be remno, obetimi aye more, and the ama Chelsea team and the supporters. Okay, moving on. But still on Chelsea. Level call injury no. Any home seminar no. I feel say in football, almost every big club I will say, bia our tiny successes, any laurels biano. In almost every department, you are going to need a commander or a director. In the top clubs in the world, last season, Barcelona bobo kona. Barcelona both games are there. Is Inigo Martinez at the back, who serves as a commander and an experienced player. Now alternating other players in the world. Over Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain actually one of them. They have Marquinhos. He's not one of the best they will say. On yet that consistent, that is very true. But the experience, he's there for Paris Saint-Germain, Bobo Kuna. Other players don't more actually or serve as a commander at the moment. Liverpool Bobo Kuna. They have Van Dijk at the back. Centrally, our Boato Tonyama were actually one of them. Edema Liverpool Bobo Kuna. Manchester United now end the Nimpono. They have an experienced central defender to say Harry Maguire. Ewoho. Shabom of last season. Look at the performance of the team. You can talk about Ilya Zabani. Any player friend said Dinhausen. These were good central defenders. But you look at the performance of these players and they serve as commanders for the club. Chelsea central defense has no commander. An experienced player. It's level call we pra na abano. E pra de. But me feel so opportunity ni nie. Say Chelsea benya an experienced central defender. No be baba be gina chire wonom. No atoto niema amomo. The left side of the defense kukuya wo. The right side. Omo James say wo. These players are experienced, but centrally. So when you be all ball laterals and as a flanks and so on. They so be commanding the whole back line. And problem back on so say Chelsea near commanding central defender no. The goalkeeper I wasn't going to save it as we control the back line. No. Roberto Sanchez and your club World Cup now. No be able to see GDO so bet me I so you can't have that kind of confidence in the goalkeeper. So be one was serve as a commander. And I feel say Chelsea being that commanding central defender. It is an opportunity. The mark get deal. But how do the Domunion Tonchain? No one share other clubs are probably be on Sumpa or central defender or experience than Modimo also. Tottenham has Christian Romero, good central defender with a lot of experience. Chelsea in Congo we moving from Rechon. Now for Chaloba no Cowell no other players when they are fit. Or moving a command on the partner no control back line in the amateur Chelsea. Not him now solid Ken.
Okay, Biggie. Mr. Sanford with the Tosomame ABC games and say Biggie drawn in one would you buy?
PWT.
PWT.
PWT. Biggie Casabia na drawn about WTP power. Mama margin call. So you will be betting me. W. Woman. To woman. To like link in the dear.
Woman.